We hear the words goals and purpose used frequently in business classes and corporate leadership training, but do we really know what they mean and how they are the same or different? One might ask if lacking a goal means the same thing as lacking a purpose. The answer is definitely no. It's not the same at all. Today's topic, goals versus purpose. And we begin our podcast right there.
Welcome, all of you fantastic dental podcast listeners, to the My Practice, My Business Dental Podcast Show, where we help dentists profit and thrive with excerpts from the clinical business of dentistry training here at My Practice, My Business. We'll be addressing and answering questions with current trends dentists and their teams face each and every day in their pursuit of this wonderful career we call dentistry. And now the host of our show, the clinical director and president at My Practice, My Business, Dr. Rob Thorup.
You know, purpose is the bigger word. Purpose is personal and it's associated with who you are, and often being related to your values. In business terms, purpose is all about your mission. Every practice, every dentist, and every team member needs a reason for being. When we lack purpose, we simply don't know what we're doing, let alone why we're doing it. We see employees all the time, wandering around or just coming to get a paycheck every day. We definitely don't call those 4- and 5-star employees. They just lack purpose. They don't understand the reason why they're there in the practice. For instance, is the purpose or mission of your dental practice to just drill and fill, or to improve and maintain optimum oral health of the patients that you serve? Is your reason for being to be a dental business entrepreneur or a skilled clinician, or how about both? So the answer to the purpose question, it will effectively drive your personal choices and decisions. And the purpose behind your dental company will affect the entire business plan, the necessary skill sets and technology investments that you make, and it'll even eventually identify potential patients, meaning the types of patient you desire to care for. I like caring for everybody, but there are just some patients that don't care. That's pretty funny, I think. Lacking practice goals is less serious, but definitely matters. I see all the time consultants out there, it's goals, goals, goals. I don't think so. In over 30 years of practicing, the more I look at my life and the more I look at my practice, definitely purpose is a much higher state of being. But a goal is an objective, and we set that, and then we strive for that objective, right? It has to be aligned with our purpose. So reaching our dental practice goals, that'll help us accomplish our purpose in life. Goals are directly tied to the vision of where we want to be, and goals help us create action plans that lead to success. But our purpose does not serve our goals. It helps us create them. It helps us be the person that we want to be. So when you are rock solid in purpose, you can focus on the right things and get where you want to go. Lacking in either purpose or goals to accomplish your mission can and it will cause even the best dental provider to struggle both with clinical skills and especially the business side of dentistry. However, not staying focused on your purpose is a showstopper. And I see all too often, all of us in this profession, we run full speed ahead nowhere, and we want to be profitable by procedure. We want to have a profitable practice, but sometimes we just don't have the purpose to learn, to grow, to understand business. So I want to place emphasis on the word focus. When we focus on our goals and purpose in the workplace, it leads to better employee performance, increased productivity, and improved business outcomes. But the thing is what should be the focus of dentists in their dental businesses? What should be the goals of any dental business? What should be the purpose of the dental care provider. Dental business owners have a multitude of responsibilities in the workplace. However, ask yourself this question as I talk about each one of these. Do any of the following responsibilities actually contribute to the goals and purpose we should seek, that we should seek in our practices to make our dental businesses as successful as possible? Do any of these things I'm about to read actually, what I'm going to say, do they accomplish the goal? So here we go. I think that the goal, the thing that we should be focusing on, the first one is patient care. So, of course, our goals and purpose should include patient care first and foremost, right? Dentists should provide excellent care to each patient, paying close attention to their needs and preferences. It's got to be patient care that accomplishes our goals and purpose in our dental business, right? Or is it? Is that the only thing? How about professionalism? I got to be honest with all of you. I don't even own a suit. Not because I haven't worn a suit. It's just that I've lost 50 pounds and none of my old suits fit me, and I just wear a shirt and tie. You won't see me in a jacket. That's so unprofessional of me, but it's got to be professionalism. Dentists should be competent, reliable, honest, and accountable for their actions. That's what I think professionalism is, not wearing a suit. Having those characteristics surely accomplishes the dental goals and purpose we seek, being professional, right? Or is it? How about communication? Dentists need to communicate effectively with patients and dental hygienists and dental assistants and office managers, receptionists, and the whole entire world. Being a good communicator must accomplish the goals and purpose of the dental practice. That's it. It's communication. Or is it? Attention to detail. Oh, we're so detail-oriented. It's got to be the attention to detail that accomplishes the goals and purpose of a successful dental business. From the shape and color of teeth to the production and collection goals of the practice, the greater the attention to detail, the closer we get to our goals and purpose of the practice. That's it, attention to detail. That's what brings practice success. Or is it? How about critical thinking? We dentists have to be critical thinkers. The goals and purpose of the practice surely must rest on the ability of the dentist to evaluate each patient's symptoms and diagnosing and treating them appropriately. This has to be the main goal and purpose for sure. Critical thinking, right? What about negotiation? This one I see all too often, and this isn't it. But I'm going to talk about it. Dentists need to be able to negotiate with insurance companies and manage expectations around employees' salaries. We've got to be good negotiators there. They also need to be able, we dentists, need to be able to negotiate with dental labs and dental supply companies and race to the bottom, get the cheapest stuff possible. It's managing price points that brings us closer to the goals and purpose of the ultimate dental practice. We can save our way to prosperity for sure, right? That's it. What about leadership? Now, I think this is a very important one because I see a lot of dentists not taking leadership roles, but dentists who own their own dental businesses need to manage team members and sometimes dental associates, right? It's leadership that drives the goals and purpose behind the dental business success. That's what it is, leadership. That'll get us to our goals and our purpose. Or is it? How about business skills? You know, it's what Tracy and I harp on all you guys is business skills. Dentists need to learn business skills regarding operations, funding, marketing, goods and services, and profit generation. It's all about production and finance. This will lead us closer to the goals and purpose of dental success. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's what we teach here at My Practice, My Business is dental skills. And that all these things I've covered so far certainly contribute to the goals and purpose. But is it the only thing? How about inventory control? It drives me nuts when my team members, we start running out or we run out of something. It's like, are you serious? Can we Kanban the system? Dentists need to learn how to manage inventory to have the right supplies whenever needed in the dental practice. That leads us to the goals and purpose of an effective dental practice. Or is it? Streamline patient flow. This is it. The schedule controls the goals and purpose of the successful dental practice. Cramming the schedule will increase production and therefore profitability. We can walk a healthy balance of quality dental care and maximum production. A busy office looks good to our patients and makes the day go by faster. This has to be the answer to goals and purpose. Increased patient flow it is. That's it. How about positive workplace culture? I mean, we live in a world of all kinds of cultural change. It's got to be the positive workplace culture. Dentists should treat their team members as owners without ownership. Now, I believe that. We need to have an open door and open book policies. Those are the best for obtaining the goals and purpose of the dental practice. It's got to be that culture. I don't know. I mean, my culture revolves around values and purpose. But do the majority of practices do that? Something to think about. You see, all of these topics are actually great individual goals for a dental practice, but they're not the main goal and purpose of a dental business. These skills and abilities are needed for success, but they do not reflect the actual goal and purpose of any business. I watch colleagues work towards the mastery of these subjects and do very well with them. Yet they still struggle with the main goal and purpose of their dental businesses, the things that are taught in MBA programs nationwide. So what is the main goal and purpose of a dental business? I learned the answer a few years ago as I was reading a book. My sweetheart, Tracy, she was required to read it in one of her MBA classes. And the book is appropriately titled The Goal. The goal of every business is simply to make money, profitable money. That's the goal. All those topics that I read to you are sub-goals of the main goal. And I know that making money is such a harsh word, especially for a lot of dentists, especially dentists who are in educational positions in dental schools or have titles, in their associations and plaques on their walls and everything like that. And a lot of people just can't, I don't want to be the greedy dentist. Or do you want to be a dentist with goals and purpose? You see, many dentists over the last 20 plus years, and especially in our current economic climate, have experienced decreased profitability in their dental businesses. The struggle's real. Wonderful dental colleagues find themselves tearfully asking why they can't live the dental dream they were promised in dental school. They ask themselves why they have chosen dentistry as a career. Their stress level has contributed to a state of depression, and they don't know how to pull themselves out of it. Some have even shared thoughts of giving up on life. And that breaks our hearts, mine and Tracy's. That is a state of wellness that is definitely not in the right place. But that's what we see so often in practices. We see that they've lost the drive because PPO plans and the reimbursement rates and their perceived limitations, their lack of understanding the contracts, the lack of understanding state laws, how to apply them for profitability on PPO plans. All they hear is drop your plans, and then they drop a plan and they have hundreds of patients leave their practice, and now they're in trouble. You see, there's a better way. My dear colleagues, we have the answer to profitability here at My Practice, My Business in keeping your plans. I can attest to all of you that money does not buy happiness, but profitability, one procedure at a time, will change your world. It will allow you to have profitability to be able to help people who really need help and do free dentistry on those people that are really struggling. But when you're struggling, it doesn't work out so well, does it? There's a lot more that we can do when we're profitable. And the large majority of your patients out there can afford the oral health care you deliver. And you deserve to be paid fairly for the services you provide. And yes, it can be easily accomplished, even with PPO plans. You just have to take that leap of faith and lend us your trust. And let us teach you about insurance contracts and state laws that protect you from decreased profitability by giving us the opportunity to train you on how to ethically, legally, and morally be paid fairly for the dental services you perform every day, and applying simple business principles that you haven't known about. You can accomplish your goals and purpose in your dental business and in your life. You just need to learn how. Be teachable, my friends. And the MPMB team will take you the rest of the way. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope all of you have a great, fantastic day. Till next time.
Thank you for being with us today. Since 2006, My Practice, My Business has been teaching dentists and their teams business skills, dental insurance contractual protocols, and state laws governing how to profitably bill patients fairly for the need-based services they provide. What's more, we guarantee our training, unlike other dental consulting companies in the industry. Simply stated, if you don't increase your net revenue, we don't get paid. We call it dental consulting the way it should be. We believe there has never been a more important time than now for dentists to experience and implement our key methods, knowledge, and business training within their dental practices. To learn more about our guaranteed, no-risk clinical business of dentistry training that is changing dental practices for the better, just go to our website, mypracticemybusiness.com, and surf our pages for additional information about our company and the services we provide. When you're ready, give us a call and get scheduled for the most profitable dental business training that you will ever experience. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. Thank you again and have a fantastic day.